Hi, Joey.
Hey Danny, good to see you.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Excited. Big week. A lot of things going on, but ready to get this thing rolling.
Yeah, okay. First question for you. We're just gonna dive right in. I'm
Let's do it.
curious. I'm curious what you learned from your time on charity season and brought to this experience now as the Bachelor.
I think one of the biggest things I keep talking about is how much I remember what it was like to be in that position. Whether it's the first night jitters, whether it's how hard it is to start to open up, feeling like it takes some time to get used to the cameras, taking all of that and not trying to, I guess, judge it in any way. Like maybe the connection hasn't built yet because they need some time to get comfortable. Maybe it's something that you need to be okay with how long it takes for them to open up. Just remembering, and it's not easy. It's a difficult situation.
Yeah, and we saw each other at the Golden Bachelor wedding. It was great to see you there.
Yep.
Did you get any advice from any of the former Bachelor or Bachelorettes while you were there?
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've connected to a lot of them before too, but finally be able to meet them in person to talk to them. I think what I got most was just so much support. A lot of people have just been really kind, telling me how much they're in my corner, how they get it. I think it's just a really cool thing that they've been through a similar experience and they're there to talk through anything you need to. I think what I got most is just knowing I have so many people I can hit their lineup if I'm having a tough time when that does come.
Is there anyone in particular that you feel like you've connected with from former leads?
I think the biggest one has been Ben Higgins. He's just a great guy. I've been compared to him, I guess, a lot with we have a similar demeanor and personality in some ways. And he's just really easy to talk to and has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. Obviously, has learned a lot from the position he's in and anything after. So he's been one of my favorite people just to connect with. Zach, too, from last season has been great. The list could keep going on and on. They just all, again, are there to help.
I love that. And even before this experience, you've said that you know that this process works obviously from your time on charity season and that you truly believe that your wife is there. What made you so confident in that?
Yeah, I think it's just, again, what you said, just the fact that I've been through it. I know what the show can bring out. I think one of the beautiful parts of it is you kind of are pushed to be your best self and you're in an uncomfortable situation, but how you deal with those uncomfortable situations says a lot about a person. So it creates this atmosphere and this environment that I believe in. I think it's a great way to get to know someone. Sometimes in dating, it takes a while to learn a lot about people to really kind of figure out when you're compatible. There's a lot of fluff in the beginning. There's a lot of, everyday things, and you don't have time for that in this. And I think it makes it more real. I just, for some reason, for me, I think you get to know someone at their core very quickly. And I think that's a very important thing to a healthy relationship.
I love that. That's cool. That's a good perspective on it all. Okay, so before you knew this, like pre-premiere, before you knew what was in that envelope, did you have any guesses what was in Leia's envelope?
Man, I don't think I could guess anything. I was nervous. I was open to what it was going to be, but no, I didn't have any guesses. I was afraid it was going to be something that could affect the journey a little bit, but you can't really assume. You just got to see what happens.
I love that. That's true. Yeah, it's just you got to kind of lean in and surrender to the process.
Right.
How did it feel having the most women ever on a season premiere of The Bachelor? I think it's 32 of them for you. How did that feel?
32. I'll be honest, you come in the night one, you're like, man, 25 to 30 women, that's already a lot. My head was kind of just trying to wrap around that. When Jesse said that, my first response, I don't know if you can see it, was more like, dang, okay, this is going to be a little bit tougher now. But at the end of it, I'm so excited to have that many people that want to come out, to have that many, just that meet that much women in general. I felt very lucky, but a little nervous initially for sure.
Yeah, it's such a cool experience, but probably overwhelming at the same time.
Definitely overwhelming.
Do you look back at any of it at all now and wish you would have done something differently, or do you feel confident in the decisions that you made?
No, I'm not really a person to have regrets. I think that what I try to do the whole time, what I continue to try to do, is I just try to be myself and lead with what I think is the best decision. We all make mistakes in life. I'm not going to look back on anything and say that was something I regretted. I think that I did it to the best of my ability, and I know that. So can't really live with any regrets with that being the case.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it all. Do you have like a favorite, something that you look back on, like a favorite part of the journey and a part that you feel like really challenged you?
I think that in general, if I put something together, I really enjoyed the travel. It was really fun to be able to go to some different spots. I lived in Hawaii, obviously, for a good amount of time. And one thing I found out pretty quickly in Hawaii is you live in paradise, you don't travel that much. And I had a very busy job. So travel is something I've always really wanted to do and to check out different spots. So it's a lot. It definitely can be taxing through the process, but I wouldn't change any of that. I think it was so fun to go and check out all these different spots.
Yeah, it's so cool. You get to really travel the world.
Hmm.
Is there anything that you can share that might surprise fans that wasn't in a promo or something, but like maybe is something that is going to captivate people this season?
I think it was sort of in a promo. I think there was a little bit of a hint to it, but there is a 2-on-1 date, and it is still awkward as ever. So they'll be looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that now. And
Yeah.
my last question for you before we wrap up, if you could just pick one word to describe your season, what would that one word be?
I keep going back to inspiring, and that's not because of me, it's because of the women. I just think there's a great group, and I think they have a lot of great stories. They're very vulnerable and honest, and I don't know. I think that's one of the coolest parts of the season is learning about them. It's not really just all about me. So I'll go with inspiring.
Inspiring. That's really cool. I'm so excited. I can't wait for everyone to see the premiere. I hope everyone tunes in on Monday. Thank you, Joey. This has been so nice to see you and connect with you, and I can't wait for it all to unfold.
Appreciate it, Danny. Thanks so much.